I've been extremely reluctant about doing this video, but we are in a season of twin flame union, and it is time that I talk about this twin flame energy. Now, not everyone's going to resonate with this because not everyone has a twin flame. When I think about twin flames, I think of it as a very, very rare case. Okay, so 15 to 20% of the population in my eyes are twin flame. It's been overly popularized by the spiritual industry. However, not all of us have twin flames. Me specifically, baby, I do. And that's why I'm going to talk about it, because I don't think anyone can understand this journey unless you have gone through both union separation. And for some who have come back into union, that's amazing. But I'm going to talk about some of the things that you probably are witnessing if you are a true twin flame now that you're in separation. When separation, okay, actually, let's start from the beginning. Let's start from ground zero. When you come into union, the first meeting, the initiation, 111 on my clock, when you step into that union with your twin flame, there is going to be a flame that is ignited, okay? I like to think of it like as a flame being ignited in a cold winter storm. This is when the divine feminine is in their most codependent era, and they're using the energy of the flame to basically mirror what they have not healed. So you are going into this union, you are like putting this person on a pedestal, and ultimately, when they're not giving you what you want, you guys become mirrors of each other because this person is running away. The divine masculine's running away, and the divine feminine's chasing him. And then you have this dynamic of, when are you going to choose me? When are you going to choose me? When are you going to choose me? And they're like, I don't want to have to choose you. Like, I should just know, right? And so they're constantly facing, the divine masculine's constantly facing the, I don't know if this is what I want. So they can't give you what you want. And you, the divine feminine, is in the space of, well, I'll just wait because I know that you're what I want. And then it just gets worse. Like, you guys will start fighting a lot. Friends will get involved. People will be the ones tearing you guys apart, getting into one of your heads, making you think negatively about the other. It becomes very messy. So messy that it just cannot be withstanded in this dimension, in the 3D. Okay? So something's gonna happen, or something did happen, that breaks the bond. You guys break up, you go into separation. This is normally when the divine masculine will probably stay in what's comfortable for him, especially if he's chosen the material, or especially if he's chosen just the easier route. Because in a twin union, it's so intense that most of the time the masculine would rather have what's comfortable than have something that he has to work for, where the feminine is going to say, okay, this is just too much for me. Like, I'm going to 3, 2, 1 on my clock. Okay, I have to leave. They will either leave the city, the state, the country. Okay, they will go on their own personal journey in order to recollect what they gave away. They have to recollect their power, essentially. And so in every chapter of this separation, you will feel your twin, okay? You will feel them on the journey with you. You will connect with them through the dream state in the 5D. There will be conversations that you have. You will both even be in separate relationships and still somehow are finding a way to connect to each other through music, through, those conversations in long car rides by yourself, through your journal, whatever it is. There's always going to be a medium in which those energies are connecting, okay? And that will happen and happen and happen until you surrender to what God is telling you, okay? You have to surrender to the synchronicities, and you have to surrender to the fact that even if it's not happening in the 3D realm, it is happening in the 5D. And ultimately, what happens is, when we have built up so much resistance, okay, when we have both become so bitter and we try to escape these feelings, they only ramp up. So if you're in a space right now where you are constantly being given these messages from your divine twin, this is because you're getting closer to union. And most of us in this paradigm have surrendered now. We've understood, okay, we can't keep running, okay? We've understood that even if it's not happening right now, we've become quite content with where we are, with who we are. And that is how the union gets closer to its true flame. And this is when we move out of like winter and we move more into like that spring energy. So spring is a very, very important time for union. This week and the next week especially are going to be a very, very big time for twin flames. Basically, with the divine masculine, they are in a space where they don't want to unite with their twin because of past hurts, of past toxicity, of whatever happened in the past. And a lot of them are holding on to it. But what ultimately allows them to surrender is the divine feminine forgiving them. Okay. So you saying, I'm in my divine feminine energy, I'm here to receive, accept, and forgive. Okay. That means that I can no longer hold on to animosity, anger, or feelings of separation when it comes to this person, the people who surrounded them, the life that I had lived because of them, whatever. I'm surrendered to it, and I'm thankful because without those lessons, I wouldn't have found my true self. Okay. This is why union comes, because you finally have accepted. Yeah. So we are in twin flame season. I want to pull some cards. This is going to be an exclusive video for Instagram. And yeah, I just want you guys to know that you are supported on this journey if you're on it. Oh yeah, wait, I also want to touch on like karmic twins, because there's a twin flame, right? And then there's karmic twins, and this is why a lot of people get confused, okay? A karmic twin is someone, let's say like you meet on a full moon, right? There's a lot of synchronicities to your meeting, but ultimately what they come to do is separate you from your true twin flame. Like, I don't want to say they're sent by the devil, right? But they are sent to test you, to see if you can basically know yourself enough to not get caught up with them. These are the type of people that can trap you with babies. These are the type of people that, let's say you guys are dating, and every time you go out on a date, something bad happens, right? Like, this person is like irritated all the time. They can't quite seem to find happiness. And this is mostly because you, divine feminine or masculine, have already, like, your soul already knows who's it's supposed to be with. So the vessel is really just putting on an ego front, and this karmic twin can sense it. And so even if you do nothing, they will still have anger towards you because they know that they're not the one that you will choose. So be very wary of that, okay? Good juju. This is a 7, you guys. Ooh, baby, okay. A lot of you are coming into union. This could be 7 days, 7 minutes, I just heard. 7 weeks, 7 months. I'm not hearing years. So this is actually coming in quite sooner. We're in the 7th year right now with 2023. This is really a year about focusing on the spiritual self and finding what works for you. Like, we're no longer looking outside of us for validation. And I think that's ultimately what allows us to heal on a much deeper level, because it's not a one size fits all to spirituality, okay? You don't like need to go and practice hoodoo because you see it online, you know, like that might not even be calling towards you. Your ancestors might not want you to do that. So yeah, this is like not a time to really like be following what everyone else is doing when it comes to spirituality. I think if you find someone that resonates with you, only follow that person. You don't need to follow a bunch of different spiritual guides or readers. Intuition. This actually came out first and it came out again, okay? That's an 8. So we have 7, 8 here, you guys. We are in a space where we have to move based off of our gut feelings. A lot of us are going to be forced or even triggered into making the first step or reaching out, having communication. Somehow, some way, putting yourself out there in order to see what comes back in return. You can't play small anymore. So if you're in a relationship that you know you shouldn't be in with this person, you need to let them go. This is the biggest part, 10:10 on my clock. The biggest part is about letting go of what no longer is serving your highest self and your highest good. The more you let go, the more you call in, okay? It's really just about making space for what you are deserving of. There is a beetle here, and beetles could be very significant at this time. I also want to say candle magic could be interesting at this time. Even cord cutting rituals could be significant. There's a bee here, so you may be seeing bees. The snake, the 3 moons. Okay, a lot of you are really healing a lot of ancestral damage. I don't want to say damage. Sorry, God. Can you just give me another word that like speaks directly and clearly to the collective? Clearing ancestral wounds, or clearing ancestral wound patterning that is like keeping you separate from your twin, okay? Because a lot of your twin flames, or like the people you're supposed to be coming into union with, your ancestors are actually working together in order to bring this union. So it's going to be something that is very like random. Like it's going to be like, yes, you still think about this person, but it's going to come in at a time where it's like, I'm not even concerned about this. I don't even know like how to reconcile this because it hasn't even been on my mind, right? Like, yes, you think about this person, but it's not like an everyday occurrence. Like, it's just like they're there. The month of August could also be extremely significant, just with that 8 there. I feel like some of you will be having babies in the next year, I should say. Yeah, babies are significant. Some of you know this too, which is really beautiful. A lot of you have healed so much. I am getting kind of teary-eyed in this eye, and so that to me is like saying a lot of you have done so much healing work, where it's like you're almost to the like you're like, honestly, whatever comes in, like I know it's because I did the work for it. Like, I'm really proud of you guys. I literally was so against twin flames. Like, even up until like 2 months ago, I told my friend, I was like, girl, like, I just feel like a twin flame you're not supposed to be with. They're just really supposed to trigger your deep healing. And like, after that, you just move forward in your life and you move on. And, you know, like, that's the twin flame journey. And then God was like, no, it's not. Reason I say this is because I basically, like, I've obviously had this twin flame energy coming up in every single year, and I've just been like, okay, I'm gonna just, you know, remove it. And then I went into this bufo ceremony, and I said, okay, my intention is to let this person be free, like free of my energy. I want you to love. I want you to go out there and experience the best time of your life. Like, you deserve it. And after the ceremony, basically the energy ramped up even more. And so I was like, okay, God, like, heard. And it's to the point where it's like a synchronicity comes out in almost everything that I'm doing right now. And so I'm just like, okay, I'm surrendered. Whatever is meant for me will be for me. And God, I'm allowing you to lead me. Okay. So we got grief in reverse. And so I feel like a lot of us are overturning a stage of grief. We've been in a grief stricken stage for maybe like, I'm going to say between like 2 months and 2 years. And so you're kind of coming out of that and seeing the sun again. You're coming into a more understanding of why things had to happen the way they happened. Like I said, like you're in your acceptance stage now, which is ultimately just bringing about beauty and a sense of magic in everything that you're doing and everything, everywhere that you're going. Like, basically you're meeting the right people, things are falling in line. Like, you're in a space of knowing yourself so well, and it's new and it's kind of uncomfortable, but It's beautiful. Do you have anything else for this collective? What do they need to know? You may be seeing 444, 1111, 111, 888, 777, 1717, and 144. Okay. I'm going to wrap this up because I don't want this to be a super long video. And if this is like something that you want to explore deeper, or even just ask me about, my DMs will be open. I'm not going to say I'm like a twin flame, like connoisseur. Like I don't do twin flame readings. If the energy comes through, I'll bring it up, but I'm like not that, like that's not my specialty. So if you feel like you want a reading, I would highly suggest following someone that resonates with your energy, and they can help you on your twin flame journey. I'm here just to help you actually get back into your power and get back into your energy so you can be ready to welcome in whatever, a twin flame, a soulmate, whatever it is that you're trying to welcome in, a manifestation that has been blocked. But yeah, and I do that through astrology, I do that through tarot, oracle, and channeled messages. You and me, baby, even some plant medicine with mushrooms and cacao. I'll be working with you directly doing that, but I'm not a twin flame specialist, okay? So we have level up. Okay, so we have feeling safe and level up that just came out last. This is like you're finally okay with like where you've been. You're finally okay with your journey. You're finally feeling at home again. Okay, 4 is really the number of the home. When I think about 4, I think about Cancer energy. I think about creating safe space for people, but also a safe space for yourself, which I think maybe in the past that has been like a big focus, as you were somebody who was just an overgiver and a people pleaser, and you've kind of like taken that power back, like I said, and you've really stepped into like, okay, I know who I am now, and I can provide that sense of home. 177 on my clock. Okay, I can provide that sense of home for myself, which means that if a partner does come, I can now provide that sense of home for them without crumbling or submitting into, a role that is not me. Which is ultimately leveling you up, which is ultimately bringing in, your throne. Okay, like this level up card is very beautiful. You can see she's in her power, her heart is open. And what I love about all of these is like all of these women are like just staring straight on at you. Like, this is who I am. I'm okay with who I am, right? Like, I'm not sitting in a space of I don't know anymore, because it's like if I don't know, then spirit just hasn't ordained me to know, and that's okay. And that's the energy that I'm getting with y'all. 39 is a 12. This is very spirit led, okay? We break down 12, that's a 3. 333, like I said, is significant. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, okay? So if there's anything that you can be doing right now, it's just preparing yourself for what's to come. Preparing your home, cleaning things out, what don't you no longer need, preparing yourself, your body. Are you working out? Are you, eating good? Are you eating nutrient-dense foods that are healing your gut, your womb? Okay, your womb needs to be prepared. Right now, like I said, a lot of you are having babies in the next year. Like this grief card, she's sitting on a throne, but she's pregnant. This one, she has a baby on her lap, But you can't have a baby if your womb isn't prepared. You can't have a baby if you're not feeling safe, And I think that that's what is happening. There's like an overturning of karma. Like, we're not having babies out of like boredom anymore. People are having babies with their person. And that's just creating a whole new world of divine love on this earth, because it's coming from a true space of the divine. Yeah, fearless love. This is so beautiful, you guys. I'm so excited for you. That's a 7 too. So we're starting and ending with a 7. Stay surrendered. This person is releasing a mask right now, a mask that they've been holding on to for a very long time. As you know, because you've released masks too, it's not easy. All you can do is love, all you can do is love yourself. And as you love yourself, you ultimately allow this person to find love within themselves. Like, that is how you find home. Your home is never going to be a place on a map. It's within you. It's how you create it within your 4 walls of being, okay? But my little baby's up, and I got to get to my day in work. So I just want to tell you congratulations. If you've stumbled upon this video, it's meant for you, and your twin flame is on their way to you. So just be prepared and be open and be forgiving, and know that it wouldn't come back if it wasn't for you. What's meant for you will find its way on your vibrational path. See ya.